Who's been more over than Bray Wyatt since his official return at SummerSlam? No one. He's been tearing apart every single one of his opponents. Finn Balor, Seth Rollins. We don't talk about that night, by the way. And Daniel Bryan. We also don't talk about that match. His character work has been off the charts since the WWE draft back in October. SmackDown has been his house of horrors, not this one, for months now. And no one has actually proved they've had a real chance to dethrone the Universal Champ until now. Welcome to Wrestle Hustle! In this video, I'll be talking with you guys about why, in my opinion, making Goldberg the next challenger for the Fiend's title at Super Showdown makes absolute sense. Before we start, I want to take a sec to thank everyone who's watching. I love wrestling, whether it's the new, the old, or the present. I'm guessing if you're watching this, you're into wrestling as well. I would appreciate any kind of support, guys and gals. Subscribe for more wrestling videos, drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and comment your opinions on what I talk about with you. It'll help get more viewership and promotion to the channel. Share the videos if you wish. Once again, thank you to those who are watching and support. First of all, let's talk about the great way WWE booked the start to this feud between Bray and Goldberg. Last week's SmackDown saw Goldberg return for the first time since SummerSlam. Although it wasn't to be an in-ring return, he hadn't been seen for 5 months, and that always helps with maintaining a babyface part-timer fresh for the fans. Yes, it sucks he's taking away another wrestler's opportunity at the title. But who else was there to make the crowd excited besides a rematch with Bryan? We don't want to see another match with Bryan for now. No one else, considering Roman Reigns is definitely going to be challenging him at WrestleMania, and you want to keep that match fresh. But back to Goldberg. He was there via satellite, doing an interview, simply being asked, who's next? Clearly in reference to a match at Super Showdown. We know how well that worked out last time. And believe me when I say, no one expected what was going to happen next. Goldberg spoke about the Universal title, how he had a very short reign, and how he never got his rematch. As he was going to mention his target for Super Showdown, a new and fun segment of the Firefly Funhouse appeared, called the Firefly Funhouse News, and the crowd was getting hyped. Bray Wyatt, as the news anchor, came up, even mentions if all 4 characters on the Funhouse were below the broadcasting, and Bray says that the Fiend accepts Goldberg's challenge. Goldberg didn't even challenge him, he was just talking about the title, and the Fiend just accepted it. He started trying to play mind games with the Hall of Famer when Goldberg simply snapped and told the Universal Champion he wasn't going to fall for his tricks and that he's going to take the title from him. Then Goldberg leagues all fired up, and Bray says, well, that wasn't very nice. Let me in. And ends the segment. Boy, was that fire! This helped build this match in a very cool way and now gives us an unexpected match at a show we probably weren't going to be very interested in watching. Like I mentioned at the start, The Fiend has simply been tearing through his competition, and now, for the first time since Wyatt introduced his character, he faces someone with as much intensity as aggression as The Fiend. Rollins' athleticism wasn't enough, Bryan's technicality wasn't enough, but will Goldberg's strength and ruthlessness be enough to dethrone The Fiend? I believe it won't be, and that's why I believe this match makes the most sense. They're both each other's best option for an opponent at Super Showdown at this point. And for The Fiend, this will be the biggest win of his career, even bigger than winning the Universal title, and it will help big time with creating as much momentum as possible for him headed into WrestleMania. So far, the card for Super Showdown looks pretty good. Brock Lesnar vs Ricochet should be interesting to watch, considering Lesnar probably wants to help Ricochet's stock within the company. Miz and Morrison together once again challenging the New Day will be very fun. And Reigns vs Corbin, although we're sick of watching them compete against each other by now, should have a chaotic and enjoying steel cage match. The Fiend and Goldberg looks like it will be the match of the night if booked similar to Goldberg's best match since returning in 2016, which was his 4-minute brawl with Brock at WrestleMania 33, which brought us back to the days when strong, athletic big men were allowed to simply tear themselves apart. If Vince tells Fiend to sell Goldberg's spear, even if he comes out on top at the end, it will blow the roof off of Saudi Arabia. Last but not least, this big match makes sense primarily because at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, I believe we will definitely not see The Fiend defend his title inside the structure for obvious reasons. There's no way his challenger for WrestleMania will be determined in a one-on-one match at the pay-per-view or even a multi-man match on an episode of SmackDown. We will clearly have a #1 contenders elimination chamber match at the event, where probably Roman Reigns will come out on top to have the most expected match of the Fiend's run as champion, defending against the biggest face in the company today at the biggest event in wrestling. Wyatt could possibly defend the title against an opponent who definitely won't dethrone him at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, one-on-one, someone like maybe Kane, who's had some sort of interaction with the Fiend a few weeks ago. For that, a match with a big name like Goldberg Super Showdown makes the most sense for someone who's been the best thing in the company for months now and should be looking strong on the way to defending his championship at WrestleMania. But what do you guys think? Is Goldberg the correct opponent for The Fiend at Super Showdown? Was a rematch with Daniel Bryan a better option? Or are you simply okay with watching the match and see what comes of it? Comment down below and let me know. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more wrestling here at Wrestle Hustle. Thanks for watching.